with the second match, or maybe not second match of the day, but the next match of the day. And it is just me casting now. Hypno had to step out for a bit. He will be back, I think, for the next match, and I will be joining him. But anyways, we have a match between Vanilla and Sadu. And this is definitely going to be an interesting one. We have Vanilla, who, to my knowledge, is a very good hidden player, both on converts and specifics. Has decent amount of tournament experience and played on Team Norway in the Catch World Cup, where I think she played DT, if I'm not mistaken, or has some DT experience there. Overall, just very consistent on specifics and converts especially. So that is a really good resume, I guess you could say, going into this tournament. Also coming into the match with 2 wins out of 2. So very good performance so far. And then we have Sadu, who is mostly a no-mod player, plays a little bit of easy FL, but has some very good no-mod scores in this tournament. And seems to be more of like a specific player. I don't know if they play converts as much, so that is going to be interesting for those picks and those convert picks. It is also worth mentioning that Sadu is the lower seed in this match. It is going a seed 2 versus a seed 4, Vanilla being seed 2, Sadu being seed 4. So it is going to be interesting what is going to happen here. And like I said, you know, we have 2 very interesting players, one being very good at no-mod, the other being very good all around with a good amount of tournament experience. So, very excited to see what happens here. And it looks like the roles have happened. Sadu losing that role, Vanilla picking first, and Sadu is going to ban Hard Rock 1, Vanilla banning no-mod 1. Very good bans from both players there. It makes sense that Vanilla bans the no-mod pick against a good no-mod player, and Sadu banning Hard Rock probably just because they're not as comfortable with the higher AR. Gonna be a DT2 pick, which is me, AFB's Rain. So, interesting. Makes sense, Vanilla does like DT. Not sure how Sadu performs on DT, I guess we're about to find out. Just have to wait for Vanilla to put on that no fail, and we'll be right into the match. And here we go, starting the match. First match between these 2 players. Looks like both players putting just double time on, no hidden being involved here. As we wait for it to load, decline, everything syncing up, and here we go. Ooh, looks like we forgot the skin there, but that's fine, we can fix that. Sadu gonna find an early miss there. Not like it will do much for the match, there's still time for Vanilla to miss as well, but that will give Vanilla the early lead. Vanilla does find a miss as well, so things are going to stabilize here, actually. I think Vanilla will still maintain that lead, however, having a pretty decent AC difference. Yeah, Sadu definitely not looking comfortable on double time here with a 96% accuracy, continuing to find misses. So far, it looks like Vanilla stabilizing, being able to build that combo. We're already getting pretty close to the halfway point of the map here. And Sadu is continuing to find misses as I speak, increasing that score gap by quite a bit now. It's almost to the point where Vanilla could miss quite a few notes and still be in the lead. Sadu is starting to build combo back, but it definitely isn't enough as we approach the 3/4 mark, and with that miss, that's just really hurting him, unfortunately. But who knows? Maybe something crazy will happen. But as Sadu continues to find misses, the map is coming to a close here. With that score gap being so huge, almost 300,000, even the miss from Vanilla there won't do much. And Vanilla will take that point from Sadu, being 1-0 now. Three miss from Vanilla, a 33 miss from Sadu. If that's anything for Vanilla to look at, this is probably one of the best mods for Vanilla to pick if they want that comfortableness, I guess you could say. Sadu is going to pick next, going straight into Nomad 2. Definitely a good pick from Sadu, considering that they are more comfortable in the Nomads, so we'll see here. Oh, and I was just updated that Vanilla didn't win the 2 out of 2 matches. She won 1 and lost 1. But, yeah. Just thought I'd update you guys on that. So yeah, we're going into Nomad 2 here, which we saw earlier, not too long ago. This map features a lot of wide spacings, and there's a little part at the end where people tend to miss, so we'll see how it goes. Definitely a good pick from Sadu, definitely something that I believe they could win if they try hard enough. And here we go. Sadu finding a miss there, unfortunately, so that is going to put the lead in Vanilla's favor. Judging off his movements, he does seem to be a little nervous right now, which is, you know, to be expected in these matches, so. Vanilla still holding on to that SS as we speak. The score lead getting pretty big here already. We are at the halfway point of the map, getting close to that ending where things can happen, but Sadu's going to find a huge miss there. It looks like he missed a good portion of that stack. So that is going to shoot the lead even further into Vanilla's favor. As you approach the 3/4 mark, there is a spinner here, but that spinner won't really do anything. Ooh, and Sadu missing that hyper, causing him to drop 2, I think, which is even going to further the lead for Vanilla. And Vanilla is still holding on to the SS right now, showing really good Nomad consistency. And as I say that, Vanilla does find a miss, but it is not enough to really throw the score into any direction here, as Vanilla is still greatly in the lead, holding on to a 99 AC versus a 97 accuracy. And we are closing out the map here, and that is going to be another point for Vanilla. A break point, in fact, so not looking too good for Sadu. That wasn't a bad performance from Sadu. 8 miss is still pretty good in this tournament. Definitely not the worst score. And, you know, holding on, and you look at the graph, it looks like the end was really the biggest struggle for both players here. Unfortunately for Sadu, Vanilla will take that point, though. And Vanilla going right into Hard Rock 2. Definitely, judging off what Sadu banned, probably something Sadu is not comfortable with. So we'll have to see. This is also Wing My Way, and as far as I know, this is a classic map that features pixel jumps. I'm not sure if it's the difficulty I'm thinking of. I think it's not, but I do know that this map is pretty infamous for the jumps. That's all I know. And combined with Hard Rock, I could only imagine that those jumps become even more hard. But this map is on the slower side, so that might benefit Sadu. You never know. Maybe Sadu is not comfortable with these very fast-paced maps. This map seems to be much more, I guess, low-key, but in the sense that you don't have to move as much or as fast. But I do think there are some tricky jumps. Oh, and Sadu's gonna miss the first note there, so Vanilla theoretically should have the lead right off the bat. And Sadu missing a ton of AC, actually. Definitely not looking so comfortable with the precision here. Hard Rock precision. It could just be the nerves, though. Who knows? It looks like they're stabilizing a little bit now. Vanilla is still holding on strong, but as we can see, we're already seeing some interesting hyper dashless jumps. And that is definitely something people struggle with. Me personally as well. And Vanilla is going to find a miss. And Sadu as well. Sadu's actually in the lead here, but that miss might bring it back to Vanilla's favor. It looks like it's slowly creeping towards Vanilla again. Both pairs missing there. This is actually a lot closer than I thought, but Sadu just found one extra miss there and another, so Vanilla is now going to take the lead. But judging off the performance, this could go either way, honestly. But Sadu's going to find that miss, which is going to hurt him even more. Unfortunately, another miss on these jumps. These jumps are not doing justice to Sadu right now. Finding another miss on those cross-screen jumps. Vanilla is now starting to take a pretty decent lead against Sadu, being able to hold on to the combo here. Ooh, and another miss from Sadu, just moving a little bit too much there. 3/4 of the way through the map, and Vanilla is building a huge score difference now. Sadu's going to need to see something crazy happen if they want to win this point. Wow. Sadu doing really good, honestly. And just missing a little bit too much compared to Vanilla, but, you know, still a very solid performance on a map like that. I don't even think I could do that good. And so, really good job to Sadu. And Vanilla getting a 2 miss, that's an extremely impressive score, honestly, on a map like that. So, definitely a deserved point for Vanilla. And Sadu going right into the mix mod. This is probably my favorite mod bracket in the tournament, just because it's so risky and so mysterious. And Sadu's gonna roll a 5, which is hidden if I'm not mistaken. So that's not too bad for Sadu. At least they didn't get the double time, which seemed to be their biggest weakness, was double time. So I mean, that is going to be in Vanilla's favor as well, though, because Vanilla does like hidden. So we'll see. It is AR8. Maybe things will change with that. I don't know. But we're about to find out in just a few moments. And here we go into Mystery Mod Evil Tech with Hidden. Definitely seems like a tricky map to play with Hidden, especially given that the AR is 8. And going from Hard Rock right to AR8 is definitely not easy, but I'm gonna find a really early miss there. So I mean, hey, Sadu is going to take that lead. Sadu finding a miss though, so that isn't going to be great for them, but it looks like they're still going to maintain the lead here, even with that miss. Vanilla gonna find another miss, so Sadu is gonna continue that lead, building up a little bit of a score advantage here. And I can already see this map being quite a pain to play with Hidden. Score difference now around 40k, putting Sadu in a pretty comfortable position right now as we approach the halfway point. The end of this map, though, is pretty intense, so we could see a lot of things happen. Who knows? And Sadu's gonna find a miss there, unfortunately, and Vanilla's gonna hold, which means that this will shift to Vanilla. As Sadu seems like they found another miss, I'm not sure, but Vanilla's gonna find a miss as well, but Sadu's gonna trade, so nothing really is gonna change with the score here, and Sadu's gonna continue to find misses at this part, at the Ki section, which looks pretty difficult with Hidden. So yeah, both players finding misses left and right now. Sadu finding another miss. That is going to shoot the lead pretty up into Vanilla's favor here. Another trade from both players, but nothing is going to change with the score here. And we are close to the end of the map. There needs to be a complete meltdown from Vanilla's side for Sadu to really take this back, and it doesn't look like that's happening. So as far as I'm concerned, it looks like another point for Vanilla here, setting it to a match point. But still very good performance from Sadu early on, able to keep that lead for so long. It just looks like they were not comfortable with that super dense section with AR8 Hidden, and I don't blame them. That is quite hard to read. Vanilla is going to take that point from Sadu, and it is another break point, so we'll have to see here. Sadu has to do something amazing, and I believe in it. We'll see. A Nomad 3, so this is a consistency Nomad convert. Definitely something that if I remember, Sadu isn't that comfortable with converts. Definitely something in Vanilla's favor, but it's a Nomad map nonetheless. Sadu is comfortable with Nomad. This is something that they could take, and if they had to, this is the perfect map to do it with. So let's see if Sadu can stop that momentum and get something going for themselves. This map is quite long too, so room for things to go back and forth. And here we go. Will Sadu be able to start the comeback of a century? Who knows? We are about to find out. Both players doing pretty decent in a spin. It looks like Vanilla's going to win that spin though. But Vanilla's going to find a miss actually. So that spin does not matter at all, as Sadu's going to take the lead. Score difference at around 30k now. Sadu is still holding on. Vanilla trailing just behind. So, oh, and Sadu's going to find a miss, which is going to slowly decay their lead, bringing the bar to Vanilla ever so slightly. Yep, and with Vanilla still holding on and Sadu finding another miss, that is going to shoot the lead into Vanilla's favor. Ash in the chat, very vocal for the Sadu supports, supporting Estonia here. But unfortunately, Sadu's finding some misses here, which is giving Vanilla quite the lead. And finding another miss, that is definitely going to not help them. But there's halfway point of the map. There's still another half that they could try to come back here. But they're really going to have to focus in and be as consistent as possible if they want a chance. Both players seeing the score difference now. Sadu looks to be very, very energetic right now with that catcher movement. As we can see, score difference is quite huge right now, and Sadu finding another miss 3/4 of the way into the map. Something amazing has to happen for this to change into Sadu's favor, but who knows? Anything can happen. Sadu is going to find another miss. Still holding on to an S right now, 98 AC, so still doing a good job, especially for their rank. I think they are like a 2000, around ranked 2000. So, you know, going up against a seasoned tournament player and someone who has a lot of mod experience, Sadu's performance is very good. Finding another miss there. We're very close to the end of the map. I don't think there's much that Sadu can do to make this a comeback, with Vanilla still holding on to that combo, already at this point gaining max score over Sadu. And yeah, I think we know who the winner of this match is going to be as we finish the spinner, and that is going to be the last points for Vanilla. Vanilla 1 missing that. Very, very good score overall. And Sadu 21 missing that, but still holding to the S, you know? Still very good performance from Sadu, given their rank and everything. They gave it their all, they tried their best, and that's what counts at the end of the day. So, good job to both players here. But that will be a win for Vanilla, I think, putting them at second seed in the group. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. But overall, very good performance from Vanilla there, showing great consistency on all of the mods, seeming to struggle with the low air hidden a little bit, but other than that, very, very good performance. And Sadu giving it their all, you know, trying their best given the circumstances, the rank difference and everything, you know. Sadu really put up a good fight there. So overall, really good match, and I enjoyed watching it. But that is going to be it for this match. We are going to stream another one after this at 18 UTC, or 19 UTC, sorry. And that is going to be Leno versus Manak, another very interesting match that I encourage all of you to stay tuned for. And that is going to be happening in around 40 minutes or so. So, not too long. But I really have nothing else to say. So, I think we're going to end it off here for now. But thank you to all the players for watching, and yeah.